Hi, I'm Mr. Zainamon, and today I'm going to pull from this bag of famous characters and draw whatever I get.
Oh, Chubbicorn.
Alright, so for this one, I'm taking a big risk and I'm going to be drawing directly with my brush pen with no sketches underneath. So I'm just going to be winging it here, just to challenge myself. I really want to loosen my line work a little bit and not be so obsessive over perfection. But as you'll see at the end of this video, I will resort to editing this drawing on Procreate. So starting off with that shape of the face, the funny little lip, and then her hair. And I'm looking at a resource off camera. I'm actually, when I was doing this drawing, I had a picture of like a toy or model of Harley Quinn. So you'll see that later in the Procreate version. All right, drawing her long ponytails. So this is from the Suicide Squad movie. This is the Suicide Squad version of her. She has a little choker. I'm going to be drawing her jacket. And then I want to have her with one hand on hip. And then we'll have the other hand holding on to like the top or the bottom handle of her hammer. So let's just draw that jacket first. So the collar is up, just going around her neck like that. And then her t-shirt, and then the other side of her jacket will be there. I'm going to draw her other arm coming out to hold on to the top of the handle, or I guess the bottom of the handle, whatever. Yeah, so the challenge here was just to try to make it make sense, and that's why I'm moving very slowly. It's almost like a contour line drawing because you can't really be sketchy with a pen. And then here's where I have a challenge with the leg, and I'm going to see if I can make that better.
Hey friends, I'm Chubbicorn. Do you enjoy drawing? Yeah! Have you really liked watching Mr. Zainamon's videos? Do you want to become an art wizard?
Oh yes.
Then consider joining Mr. Zainamon's membership club. With 2 levels of membership and so many options, you'll have to pause the video to read it all. Click the subscribe plus button to join. Now back to the drawing.
I wanted one leg straight down and then the other leg out at a diagonal. And in order to do that, you have to tilt your hips. So if you're going to have both legs straight, hips can be square. And so you can see what I've done here, and I made a mistake, is I made the hips square, but I kicked one leg out, which wouldn't work. One leg would be lifted off the ground in order for that pose to work. So I'm just trying to get details of the shoes. Her shoes are like a combination of high top and stiletto. So it's like a basketball shoe, stiletto, black and white. We'll see more of that in the final version. And then trying to keep consistency across the other side with her shoes. So whatever I drew on the right, I'm going to try to match that and like line it up. And I don't want to get too detailed with the shoes because I want to try to keep this derpy and simple. Then for now, I'm just blocking in some fishnet like stockings for her legs. In reality, I guess in the movie version or the picture that I'm referencing, she has like pantyhose under her shorts. So we'll get that with color. It's just hard to depict that with black and white. And then I forgot to add her belt, so I'm drawing that large belt that is kind of diagonally hanging over her hips. And then finally, the hammer. So we'll have the handle, and then you'll see the big hammer part of the hammer, I guess, behind her foot. But I'm going to make some changes. And so luckily, I'm able to take a picture and rework that in Procreate. So let me just make some finishing touches, and then I'll take it over to the app, my app of choice. So I'm going to redraw the lines. I'm re-inking them. And then I'm going to rework those hips. I'm going to make the hips tilt, and that will make the other leg coming out more accurate. I even shifted the entire legs and hips over to give her more of a bend in the torso. And then I also moved her hammer more behind her foot, which gives more of a dynamic, like a diagonal composition. So just adding the details to her shoes. Now for some color. And I'm going to add those tights or the leggings or stockings. And then she kind of has like a satin jacket. So adding some highlights there and final details there. And that's pretty much it. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.